Oh,
What? What was that?
go! I told you to
There
go.
was no countdown. There was no nothing. Hello, good people of the internet, and welcome to Famipod, episode 2 of Famipod, a podcast for families. Why? One day we're gonna get this right. Uh, where we break down all of the important things affecting your family this week, like the return of weird Nintendo decisions, Ubisoft's slow death continuing, Kratos and Lara Croft casting updates, and Curly tries to convince Dennis to take up the banjo. Uh, I'm here with my two fam bros, uh, bros under the fam umbrella, Mr. Dennis Lofgren and Mr. Curly. How y'all doing tonight?
Have you
Bros.
taken like any time at all to like sit down and try to write an intro?
I did like 5 minutes ago.
I like the fam umbrella personally. I think that's a nice little touching little word. I feel like shit. How are you?
We're quiet. We're quiet. Apparently, that's how we are. Quiet.
Nice.
Why?
Is it both me and Ryan, or is it all of us?
I mean,
We're still experimenting with the live stream. So right now, Dennis is actually hosting.
Yeah.
So
Blah 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 blah. You all do like a ba 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 sound. Like a
ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, I mean we're all at least we're all like leveled though, right? We're all the same volume.
Yeah.
But we're low. I don't know how to
That-
do.
yeah,
I don't know how to
But that
fix
volume
that.
is quiet.
Just turn it up.
I can't turn it up anymore.
No, not you. I just meant the listeners.
Okay.
Turn it up.
Turn up.
Diego's like, it's maxed out, bro. Yeah, when I saw your audio levels in OBS, it looked like they were bumping pretty high. I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway.
Anywho, without any further ado, we got a lot of topics. Let's get cracking. Are we doing what we've been playing? How do we want a small brief? Let's keep it short on what we've been playing lately.
We made an agenda, Ryan. Look at it. We're supposed to start with the weird
look, I mean, I have the
Nintendo
agenda.
news.
I'm just saying it's a good icebreaker. You know, we can just quickly go through what you've been playing real quick.
Why are you hosting this show, Ryan? You don't do anything according to plan. We're supposed to start with the 2 canceled Virtual Boy games.
All right. Well, with that, we don't care what we've been playing. Dennis, let's talk about these 2 Virtual Boy games that nobody cares about.
Dude, last time we did what have we been playing between the news and 20 questions?
It was a long time ago, Dennis.
It was 2 weeks ago.
That's a long time. Do you know how much stuff has happened in 2 weeks? A lot of stuff has happened in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Such as Nintendo announcing they're bringing back the Virtual Boy canceled video games we're about to talk about.
Let's get cracking. Dennis, take it away. What do we got? This is your topic. You're very happy. You're very proud of it.
All right. So last year, Nintendo announced that they're bringing back the Virtual Boy as an accessory for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't know why they didn't bring back the Virtual Boy for the 3DS. I thought that would have made a lot of sense. But anyway, I like what they're doing here with the thing that you're putting the Switch into and you're actually like recreating the Virtual Boy experience.
The $100 accessory. Right.
Yeah, which I have purchased. I purchased both the cheap one and the expensive one.
Of course you did.
And I'm so fucking excited. February 17th, I will be playing the Virtual Boy, dude. 100%. For like 30 minutes and then probably put it on a shelf. But you know, it's the experience, you know.
I would just like to say before we dive into this a little more that Dennis very routinely is old game is old guy until it's the Virtual Boy, which is very weird. And I don't know what's the deal with the Virtual Boy for you, but
I can tell you exactly what the deal is. The Virtual Boy. This is not just an old game is old. This is an experience. This is something that is lost to time. My
exactly.
God. This is something that you should have never been able to re-experience in the year 2026. But Nintendo said, "Fuck that." They're aware that it's not a great platform. They're aware that the games aren't even that good. But this is exactly what companies need to do for preservation of like gaming history. Like I hope they do the same thing for the Wii and the shovelware and all the bullshit bad games there. I hope like one day we live in a world where all that shit's accessible and playable. And yeah, the accessory is overpriced because it's a fucking Virtual Boy game system. But like the fact that they have a cheaper model option is pretty awesome. Like, and that it's
Yeah.
in line with their Labo branding and all that. Like, it's pretty sick.
So
Now,
what I think is really cool about specifically the Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics thing is that um not only that they're bringing back the virtual experience, almost like basically the entire experience for people to play in modern times. A console that is like famously very hard to get and very expensive. Like even if you wanted to try it, like it's hard to even give yourself the chance. But the other thing is that it is highly likely that the entire Virtual Boy library will be on the service, which is so cool. Like this will be the first Nintendo Classics thing, virtual console, anything they've ever done, where it is actually 100% possible for them to bring the entire library here. So much so that they announced 2 canceled games.
So it's not even the entire library, but it's the entire library plus games that nobody's ever experienced.
Exactly. So they released a video earlier this week where they showed off all the games that are all the games that are coming at launch, and some games are coming later. And it's like all the usual stuff if you've ever heard about Virtual Boy, if you've heard about these, such as Galactic Pinball, which is a canonical Metroid game. 3D Tetris, Tellero Boxer, Virtual Boy Wario Land, which is also known as the best Virtual Boy game according to people. There's also like this dungeon crawler game that was only released in Japan. It's a golf game, Red Alarm, um, and then later after launch they will be releasing Mario Clash, which is the one like I kind of want to play the most actually. But then of course they announced the 2 canceled games. And these 2 are Zero Racers and D Hopper. So Zero Racers is actually a F-Zero spin-off.
Okay.
That was entirely finished. And the only reason why it never came out was because the Virtual Boy failed. And it's the same situation with D Hopper. Like this is not even kind of like what happened with Star Fox 2, where the game was like almost done and they actually finished it and released it on the Super Nintendo Classic. Like here's like actual finished games that have been just laying around for decades, and now they're finally being released.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm excited for it. It's not something that I'm getting day one, but I'm hoping down the line I'll be able to pick it up. But it is pretty awesome that it exists. I'm happy that we're getting these unreleased games similar to Star Fox 2 being like a game that was like lost to time, and it kind of sucks that it was released via a like weird mini virtual console on its own, but now that it's available on the Switch online, it's pretty sick. Like I hope we get more stuff like that moving forward. And one other update thing that was cool is like there's gonna have like color swapping, like
Yeah,
the green, yellow, I think black and white or something as well. So it's like they're at least like again, Virtual Boy is not like the greatest, coolest, newest thing, but like the fact that this shows like effort as
yeah,
opposed like as much as I fucking adore the 3D All Stars collection, I fucking love that collection. I love those games. It felt very low effort to put those that legacy in such like a bare minimum package, and this doesn't feel like that.
exactly.
But
My biggest question with this whole thing is how it's actually like how accurate it's gonna be. Like once you like the actual experience, and of course we won't be able to know that until people who actually have Virtual Boys can review it.
Mhm.
My my biggest kind of fear is that the most optimal experience for this is going to be the Switch OLED because of the black levels.
Mm.
I can imagine using an original Switch or a Switch 2. All the blacks are just going to be gray from the backlight. So that could be a thing. Then, like, the Virtual Boy has a very unique kind of display. So it's possible that it maybe can't be properly displayed on an LCD or an OLED, but we'll see when people get their hands on it. But yeah, I'm really excited because I mean the Virtual Boy, if you're like in the gaming community, like the Virtual Boy is this like um this famous thing that you've only ever heard about basically. And now
Mhm.
you're finally going to be able to touch it for real and try it and play it, you know? And that's what I uh find very interesting
No,
and exciting.
okay, so as an experience, you're very excited for this. What's the chance, the score, give me like a score of 1 through 10 that you actually have fun playing some of these games? Just out of curiosity, like you routinely a guy that like does not care for old games, like the novelty of it, sure, the history of it, the preservation of it all, is really cool, and I'll absolutely give you all that. But like, what Dennis, for you, what do you think the chance of you actually enjoying the games
Um I think at least to some extent I'm going to enjoy them. I have started to enjoy some older games more. Sorry, I'm gonna bring this thing up again. Um, so
Get your
like,
Famipod bingo cards ready.
and I have tried some Virtual Boy games on emulators before, but you know, it's like not it's not really the same where you don't see it. I assume at least when you don't really see it in 3D. Like,
Mhm.
um, I do expect that I'm going to like Virtual Boy Wario Land and Mario Clash. Um, Also, like, yeah, I'm excited to play Tellero Boxer as well. I think that looks pretty cool. Like in that game, like because this is one thing that I don't like about this whole thing is that you don't actually get a Virtual Boy controller
are?
in the package. I hope some third party starts making a Virtual Boy controller you can use with this. Um, but on the Virtual Boy, you had two D pads, one on each hand, and then two face buttons on each hand.
Mm.
And like you had games like Tellero Boxer where you control both of your hands individually using the two individual D pads.
That's cool.
So what's the barrier for entry here? So the main thing that there is $100. What's the cheaper option?
The cheaper one is that I don't remember how much it costs, but it's basically just like a Labo VR that looks like a Virtual Boy in
Can you
cardboard.
use the old Labo VR, or is it the
Yeah,
new? Is it a new one?
you can
Okay,
use. I mean, you can use any. There were some third party VR accessories as well, and you can use those too. I
interesting.
mean, it's just like a box with lenses. So,
Gotcha. Okay. Um, hmm. Okay, so another question for you, Dennis. Then while we're on it, uh,
Real quick, the Virtual Boy cardboard model is $24.99.
I, that's enticing because honestly, the barrier for entry being $100 on this definitely dissuaded me. But
Yeah,
I could
and I
maybe spend
mean,
$25.
it's like goofy cardboard, but like it looks cool. Like it doesn't look like shit. It doesn't look
yeah.
cheap. Like it looks like an actual product.
I don't remember.
And
Is there a head strap on the cardboard one?
ooh, I don't think so. I think
Because
you're supposed to just hold it up to your
how do
head.
you how do you oh yeah, right. You can slot the Joy-Cons on the side. That's how you
Yeah,
hold
you
it
kind of just
up to
do
your
that.
head, right?
Hmm. Now, um, so this is getting a physical release this year, which to me make plug from last week. We just released our top 5 games of 2025. Dennis, with this getting a physical release, does this make Virtual Boy and the being in the Nintendo Store, does that make it eligible for your list in
No,
2026? It does not.
no.
But
I
these are
though
two
though.
never released before released
Yeah, yeah. No, no,
games.
no. Zero Racers and D Hopper. Those are 100% eligible. I
Okay.
highly doubt they're actually gonna be on my list. But
I'm curious. That's interesting to me.
at the same time, like I wasn't expecting to really like Star Fox 2, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it might be good. Like again, it is just cool that we get that it exists and it's real, and they're like, "Oh fuck it, now's the time." I guess sitting on this code for decades, put it out.
It's just I think the thing that strikes me the weirdest is just priorities. Like I get preservation of everything, but like there are games we're still waiting on consoles that already exist with Nintendo Online, like Donkey Kong 64, that is just kind of like, why this over those types of things, or why are we like the GameCube store is still very lacking. Like why are we moving to a Virtual Boy so quickly? Again, the preservation of it, I totally get.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It's just kind of like it is a weird Nintendo decision.
Well, they have been doing the Twitter Direct thing this January pretty hard, and along with that, they did make an announcement of some of the GameCube titles coming out via like some screenshots and stuff. So
Yeah,
I don't have those readily available, but
speaking
yeah.
of, like, there was.
So,
Are you talking about that leak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's quickly talk about that because I think it's actually not true because it doesn't make any
Ah.
sense. So the two games
Yeah.
that were leaked in, it was some like display at Walmart. The two games that are in this list that are not available right now on any of the services are Pikmin 2 and Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Pikmin 2 makes absolutely no sense because they made a port of Pikmin 2 to Switch. And that is like the absolute definitive version of Pikmin 2. I don't know why you would ever want to play the GameCube version when this exists. Metroid Prime 2, I mean, this could make sense because they haven't ported Metroid Prime 2, but also why
They
would you
gotta be,
port
right?
but why would you do the GameCube version when everyone like unanimously believe that the Wii version is better? And
I mean, that's not
also
unheard of. We've seen
like
studios do that all the time.
Nintendo has spent a lot of money and effort converting Retro back into a Metroid studio, and I think it makes a lot of sense to keep doing remakes between new Metroid Prime releases.
Yeah.
And like they're obviously, I mean, I hope they are making it. They're like in pre-production on Metroid Prime 5. But in the meantime, like, go ahead and make Metroid Prime 2, and then maybe you get out 5 after that, or maybe you get to make both of them, like Prime 2 and Prime 3, before 5. But yeah, it's just good work to do while you're in pre-production on another game, or just to get more stuff out and stuff like that. So
Mhm. Most of my point to that was the fact that like they do plan on still building those libraries, but what the Virtual Boy is a different library. It's not like they added games to the SNES and stuff like that. This is like a whole nother SKU that they can promote the online service with and whatnot. Um, that being said, one counter argument I would put to the Prime 2, or no, the Pikmin 2, is like I mean, you could say the same thing about like why isn't Wind Waker HD on Switch 2 versus why do we have a GameCube port of that game? We're gonna get the Zelda ports one of these years, one of them
yeah,
eventually.
I do.
It will have both the original version and the definitive one too.
I
Same
think
with Mario 64; they've got multiple versions.
I think the Metroid Prime 2 could definitely be one of those situations where it's like, if this is actually true, I think Metroid Prime 2 being on this surface is going to be the confirmation that we're not getting a remaster. Which would be unfortunate because I also think the fact that Wind Waker is on the GameCube service means that Wind Waker HD is not on the way, which is very unfortunate because that is the best version of the game.
1 year we'll get it.
1 year. Maybe it's this year. This is an anniversary year for it, right? For the franchise.
Mm.
Staying on track with weird Nintendo decisions. Let's bring up our handy dandy. They've done it again with this Donkey Kong Country Returns news.
Take the floor, Carly.
The game
It's
that
all
just keeps on giving, dude. This is a Wii title, man. And when I tell you the E3 stage, when they announced this game, the amount of shit that I lost with the music coming in and just the reveal, could not have been more hyped for it. And of course, when the game came out, it became probably my favorite Wii game. Like I liked it over even the Zeldas and the Mario games on there personally. It's one of the best co-op games I've ever played until Tropical Freeze came out. And then the fact that we got a remake of it last year, yeah, playing it again with now Ace and Alex once more, I'm like definitively like, man, this game fucking rules. And like the remake alone was just like amazing news. And then it solidly delivered that game without motion controls, which is exactly the one complaint I have about it. And then they dropped a free update to include Dixie Kong, who's now playable in the game, which makes Dixie Kong the most reoccurred character in the mainline Donkey Kong Country series. She's only not playable in Donkey Kong Country 1 and the Donkey Kong Land games, but like mainline, she's more playable than Donkey Kong himself. It's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Wait,
Like Dixie Kong-
what?
Well, yeah, like 2, 3, and now Returns and Tropical Freeze, she's a playable character.
Well,
But,
should,
like,
wouldn't she be tied with Diddy?
Diddy is not in 3.
Right. So they
Are you
both have one
counting-
game where they're not.
Are you
They both have
counting
one
Donkey Kong
game.
64?
No, I said the mainline Donkey Kong Country games.
Oh, okay.
So like 1, 2, 3 Returns, Tropical Freeze. Of the 5 games, she's the most playable character.
She would be tied with Diddy Kong then, right?
No.
Diddy Kong's available in all but one, right?
Oh shit, you're right. Damn,
That's embarrassing for you. I'm sorry.
that is embarrassing. You're right.
You're not a true Donkey Kong fan.
Ah, man.
We have to rescind your
is-
fan of.
This is not a
have I
good
done?
look for the podcast.
Yeah.
Carly. This is your thing. What is-
Well, there you go. She's tied for the most reoccurring character, playable character in the
So
franchise.
one thing I was a little bit surprised by with this update was do you remember that they when they announced the redesign of Donkey Kong, or not when they announced it, when they started doing the old DK erasure, and they started creating all of these renders with the new Donkey Kong that look exactly like previous Donkey Kong renders, including the one that is on the cover of Returns. I was kind of surprised that new Donkey Kong, like the new designs, are not in this update,
Yeah,
even
I-
as
I-
like a
honestly,
skin or
yeah.
something.
I'm surprised that it didn't with this update as well. Like, I'm glad that it's not. Granted, I like the new design, but like, just let our old boy just hang on for a little bit longer. Give him this one.
I guess it would be weird considering Returns has pre-rendered cutscenes.
Yeah, it would have been pretty hard to swap that out.
yeah.
But yeah, dude, Dixie Kong is a big deal just because like not only is she just a playable character, but she brings the moveset that she has in Tropical Freeze, which is she's a secondary character to Donkey Kong, which means whenever she's on his back, she does the little hair flutter up, whereas Diddy Kong just like lets you stall over. So there's a whole new vertical play that you can experiment with in the gameplay. And like already, like, because that game's got some crazy time trials. I don't know how deep y'all played into that game, but like great collectibles, amazing level design. But then one of the completion things are time trials, and they're like no joke for the gold medallions. Like
Yeah.
you got to be like speed running the game, and like there was literally like I swear like the like couple days before they made this announcement, I was like, man, I wish I had Dixie Kong's like hair flutter here so I could skip this section. Like, because now you could literally skip sections where before you had to go through the barrel, do this thing, go to the next thing. But with that vertical jump, it's going to be like pretty sick to like find some new speedrun tech and like be able to kind of break the game with that vertical jump. It's awesome. I'm excited to jump in and break it.
So when we getting cranky
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? Why not put them all in?
and
Like, give
Funky
us a
Kong.
funky mode. But we got
what's the thing that was on the now with funky mode? What did it say on the cover of the Switch version of Tropical Freeze?
I don't remember. It's something like now with funky mode. I didn't really play funky mode. It was cool that it existed,
Yeah, no,
but
I tried it for a little bit, but like I want all
as
the hardcore.
as cool as the character is, like I don't really like baby mode.
New funky mode. That's what it said. New funky mode. And you got
Curly, how many-
Funky Kong just surfing it.
Curly, how many
Diego
of
says,
the okay, good.
Diego said they already had to make separate set of categories on SRC to account for Dixie existing. That's awesome.
Wow.
Like, and I don't know because I haven't downloaded the update. I assume you can swap between Diddy and Dixie. You don't like have to do a full playthrough with one or the other. Like, I don't know how that works though. Because in Tropical Freeze, you get a barrel for one or the other character, but I don't know if that's I don't know how
So
they handle it.
how it works is that you the barrel switches between
Okay,
Dixie
sick.
and
So it is
Diddy.
Tropical Freeze esque.
Yeah.
I love that. Because yeah, man. So what a great game. Cranky Kong not being added at the same time is weird now that you mention it. Like, just give us all three. He's got the cool
Curly,
pogo.
how many of these mainline DK games have you 100% or 102%?
All of them except for Tropical Freeze. The main reason just being that's always a game I usually play with the kids, and they lose interest on like the collectible side. So it
Gotcha. Fair enough.
but no better time than now. Dude,
There's never been
and
a better
actually
time.
when I went on my last tour, one of the we had a girl filling in on us for keyboards for a couple shows, and she had a Donkey Kong Country 3 strategy guide. So I have like an official strategy guide for the game now. It's so good. It makes
Nice.
dude that game's so obtuse on some of the secrets. Like I don't know how you're ever supposed to figure out some of that shit.
Now, more importantly, all this love for 2D Donkey Kong recently with the remaster and with the Dixie Kong edition, do you think Nintendo's gearing up for a new entry in the 2D Donkey Kong franchise?
I hope.
No.
No.
Retro
Point blank,
being
nah.
a Metroid studio now worries me, but like I mean, I doubt that it's like top priority, but I wouldn't have thought we'd get a 3D Donkey Kong game before 3D Mario on the Switch too. So who the fuck knows at this point?
Yeah, that's fair.
Or they'll just keep updating these games, and honestly, I'd be cool with it.
Dennis, why don't you think so?
Because Retro is making Metroid now.
They can't hand it off to another studio?
I mean, they could, but I think that would be like a whole new type of Donkey Kong game. I think like a whole new type of 2D.
I mean, it would still be the country series, though, right? Like that's what mostly I'm getting at. Like,
yeah, but
I
I think it would be like a new reset, basically.
Yeah,
Like when Retro took over, like they changed the gameplay.
Yeah,
they changed the style.
I'm not saying like a third entry into the Returns Tropical Freeze like set of games. Just a new 2D DK.
Yeah.
I still think the idea of if the Odyssey team's going to go back and forth between Mario and Donkey Kong, have the Wonder team go back and forth between Mario and Donkey Kong makes a lot of sense for me. I'd love to see their take on a 2D Donkey Kong game, but
Yeah, no,
Um,
I would love to see if see the Wonder Team do a Donkey Kong game. I mean,
Mhm.
since like it very much seems like Nintendo wants to kind of reclaim Donkey Kong.
yeah,
Like he's been kind of like it's been more of like a Western character in the past like 20 years, basically
Mhm.
20, 30 years.
Mhm.
So and they want to kind of bring him in house again. So yeah, maybe the Wonder Team is making a 2D Donkey Kong platformer.
that'd be great.
I'd be stoked, man. There's something about the country games that like I love Mario to death, but like they just hit different for me. I just like the unforgiving platforming challenge they deliver, while at the same time like they make 2D exploration at like the highest caliber. I feel like
Hmm.
again, like I think the best 2D Mario game as far as like explorability goes is still the Wii U one. I think the secrets in that game are awesome, but like Mario Wonder, an amazing game to play, but like its secrets are kind of just rinse repeat and not that interesting to me. Like I didn't have that much fun like 100%ing it so much as I just enjoyed the experience overall. It
Yeah,
never really like pushed too much on me, where it's like the Donkey Kong Country games always have that level of like, man, I swear I've checked everywhere. And then you're like, oh my God, you can interact with this thing in the background. Like the silhouette levels are great, but then like, dude, like, man, there's something special about the way that those games are designed. Between Rare and Retro, I think both of those studios handled the franchise so well.
For
yeah.
me, like
Devil's
with the retro games, I just love how Donkey Kong controls. I love how
Mhm.
heavy he is, how much like weight and momentum there is in his movement. Like you just kind of like tap the D-pad a little bit to the side and he'll like kind of go forward like
Yeah.
for a little bit and like I love that. I love how he feels in those games.
yeah. As far as I think me and you have a big difference of opinion as Wonder goes. I kind of like that the secrets aren't super obtuse. I think Wonder is a really good barrier, like point of entry for people into the 2D Mario franchise. Like for I guess for your veterans of the franchise like you and Dennis, it makes sense that you'd want a more difficult experience or something more challenging. But like, I think Wonder does a good job of breathing new life into the franchise, and I'd love to see their take on Donkey Kong because I find that trying to 100% those games, and I've tried doing 100% stream for TKC 2, and it's really obtuse. Like it's
You
very.
also tried it in one stream. That's a lot.
I got pretty close. I got pretty close.
Yeah, but that's like a dude. We played those games like for years as kids. Like,
I mean, we were playing that game for months, training for
no,
a
I
speed
know.
run,
I'm
right?
just saying, like, it's not really something that's meant to be done in one sitting.
Yeah. Um. All
Right,
right.
should
Well.
we move on to
Yeah.
um
The slow
the
death of one
but we're not
of
talking
one
about the
Ubisoft.
Mario Galaxy movie?
Is
The
that a weird
slow
Nintendo
death of the
decision?
Mario Galaxy movie.
Let's. That wasn't on the docket that you put. I was just saying you put bullet points. That wasn't on it.
I kind of grouped it in the weird Nintendo shit option, I guess.
You know what? That's fair. There's some weird decisions here. Let's talk about it.
I think one weird thing is that it was done in a Nintendo Direct again.
Yeah, and it
Like,
was just like, "Hi, I'm Miyamoto. Here's Chris Meledandri. Here's the
yeah,
trailer.
it's like
Goodbye."
because on one hand, I love seeing and hearing Miyamoto anytime. Like I'm open to it, but like it is like I mentioned earlier, we're getting like the Nintendo Twitter Direct that they sometimes just start to shovel random updates and weird things like just via Twitter posts. And it's almost kind of weird that it's like, well, here's a direct doing the movie trailer. It's like, well, you could have just done a like mini direct or something and included all this. I feel like it's kind of weird, but like the fact that this was a direct instead of just like a, hey, here's the second trailer, it's odd. But that being said, the trailer fucking rules. Yoshi being the big star of the trailer. Adorable. Love that he or she they are not talking. They're
It's just
just
Yoshi.
Yoshi in it up, which is
Yeah.
great. Perfect. Love that. The one thing that is weird about this trailer for me is how much more of a Super Mario World movie this feels like. The first trailer is so galaxy coded.
Yeah.
This one has no like flavor of galaxy. It's weird. Like I understand that
Yeah,
they
I
said like, hey,
wonder
this is
I wonder how that's gonna like my kind of guess is that I think a lot of the scenes that we saw in this trailer are in the beginning of the movie.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. Before they embark on like the galaxy
Yeah.
adventure.
But the one scene, well, one little thing, speaking of they, Birdo was in this trailer.
Yeah, Birdo.
And I
They
like
also
that
had the
Birdo was
fucking
actually an enemy.
yeah.
Like that it's funny, like Birdo was introduced in Mario Bros 2 as an enemy,
Mm-hmm.
and then Birdo just kind of became Yoshi's like tennis partner and has never been anything else than that since.
Dude, we love Birdo though. Birdo's fucking dope. I can shoot some eggs at me, please. They also had the rat bastard from Mario Bros 2. So it's like we're seeing a lot of Mario Bros 2 love shown in this trailer specifically.
Yeah.
And in that area
Okay,
with
so
like the ninjas and stuff.
so the one thing that I wanted to note here was the scene at the end where they meet the Odyssey dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Yoshi and Toad is holding baby Mario and baby
The
Luigi.
babies. What is that?
So I have two things here. One is that have they just been turned into babies, or is this actually a flashback?
Yeah, is it like Yoshi Islanding it or what?
Yeah. Like I hope
It's
it
weird
is a
that
flashback. I hope it's not just them having been turned. The one thing that makes me think that it's them being turned into babies is that Toad is there.
yeah, and it
And
looks
it
like
seems to
the
be the
Toad
same
that's in the
Toad.
movie.
Yeah. But like I mean, I think it would be so cool if that is a flashback and it turns out that this Yoshi that they've met now is the same Yoshi that saved their lives as babies. Like that would be so
Yeah.
cool.
Dude, I would love that. They also just talking about the Yoshi design, I think is really adorable. I like the way that Yoshi smiles, which is a weird thing to say, but like sometimes like the character Yoshi like depicted in like Mario Party or just general renders like sometimes doesn't look like that interesting, but there's something different about the way this Yoshi smiles that I'm like, that's it, man. That's the charm that I needed the movie to just make subtle changes to. But yeah, man, I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks awesome. Obviously, I'm excited that there is more world stuff. I was actually a little bit disappointed that they were jumping straight to Galaxy, and the only slight hesitation I have is like, how much are they cramming into this movie?
Yeah.
It's just a slight worry. It's probably for nothing because honestly, I don't think the story is going to be of much consequence. I think it's just going to be a
Yeah.
rehash of the first movie where it's just like, hey, you remember this thing from that game you played that one time? Well, here it is.
Yeah, dude.
And that's fine. That's all this movie needs to be. It's going to make a ton of money. It's going to do just fine.
Do you think they're gonna have
and,
licensed music in this one again? I fucking hope not. Have you seen the clip on YouTube where they edit in the Donkey Kong music?
Yeah,
Into
it
that
makes me
scene, and
so
it's
sad.
so much better.
That
So much
rendition
better.
that they made was
Yeah,
so fucking good, and it's on the official soundtrack. Like I don't understand,
I know.
like how you could take that masterpiece off of there. It's crazy. I will say the trailer for both. I mean, sorry, the music for both of these trailers have been really fucking good. Like with the Galaxy music, and then this one they do the Super Mario like
Underground theme.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, not the underground theme, but then the do 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 do. But they do it really dramatically on the Yoshi reveal with the piano
Yeah.
with a lot of reverb,
yeah.
and it's just
Oh,
like,
it's
dude,
great. It's so
it
good.
just hits so hard. And man, like the the Mario universe just being kind of just shown like all over these movies is crazy. Just because again, it is called Mario Galaxy, but like clearly we're seeing a lot of world. Clearly we're seeing a lot of two. And I'm glad that it's not just rinse and repeat from the games. I'm glad that they're just like, let's be inspired by one of these games and make a good kids movie. Like
Yeah.
I love the first one, and
Yeah,
I get that it's not that plot heavy, but I don't really need a Mario movie to be
No.
that plot heavy. Like
The games
for
aren't plot
me,
heavy. Nintendo doesn't
yeah.
do plot. It's fine.
Mm.
As,
Like
as long as you make the characters endearing, and they did, like the Mario and Luigi bro stuff they had going on in that movie was really fucking dope.
now I'm curious because I'm not sure if this was revealed in the trailer or not. I'm having a hard time recalling. So the various places they visited in the trailers, do we expect those to be other planets? Like with this being a galaxy movie?
Yeah.
Like the Sand Kingdom, the T-Rex
No,
area,
I think
the
the Sand
Yoshi's
Kingdom
Island.
is on like that's the beginning of the movie 100%.
Mhm.
And like in at
Okay.
least in Odyssey, like all like the Sand Kingdom is just on Earth.
It's a planet, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So I think
is it
that's
Earth?
them just traveling there. Whatever their planet is. Like they're just
Yeah.
going there.
Okay.
I always found that funny about Mario Odyssey, how it's like it is the same planet, but clearly like there are these creatures, inhabitants on like New Donk City don't make any sense in the context of like now you go to the Sand Kingdom and they're just skull people.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's-
do think I think they might kind of like tackle because I think it's possible that the planet that Mushroom Kingdom and the Sand Kingdom exists on is a different planet from the planet that has New York.
That's an interesting point.
And I think the line from the original movie that hints at this is Peach saying like referencing like galaxies
Mhm.
in I believe in reference to them traveling between worlds and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
so I think that is something they're probably gonna kind of confirm or something in this movie.
Dude, they showed the fire Mario suit too and Luigi one.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, the
Yeah.
frog suit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude. So cool.
And the fucking face on the cheap when he gets like
Yeah. Man, these movies are so just joyous to me. I fucking love that they exist and in tandem with the Sonic movies because like I do think the Sonic movies are killing it and do have more interesting plot, but I love how much deeper into like the fan service Nintendo is with the Mario movie.
Yeah,
Like,
because the best moments of the Sonic movies are still when they pop off with the fan servicey moments.
dude, the live and learn scene from the third movie is still fucking
Absolutely.
like,
yeah, I mean I
The-
agree with that. I do think that Sonic 3 was like genuinely a good movie though. Like outside of the fan service stuff.
yeah.
And, like it had more
I
to
would
kind of
say
pick from
all
than
three
the
of them
other.
are good movies.
I think 2 and 3 are legitimately awesome movies. I think 1 is a fun time.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
Anyway, should we move on to Ubisoft?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All
Prince
right,
of Persia's
so
dead.
Prince of Persia's dead. So starting from the top, Ubisoft announced this week that they are canceling 6 games that were in production, delaying 7 other games that are in production, and closing a handful of studios. Let's see, and also implementing restructurings, aka laying off a bunch of people in Abu Dhabi, Red Links, and Massive Studios. It's not all bad news, though. It's not all bad news. Good news for Ubisoft. Ubisoft does expect to achieve its goal of at least $100 million in fixed cost savings due to the changes in creative structure. So good for Ubisoft. Not really, but let's talk about it. Sands of Time is dead. The rumored Black Flag remake probably dead from the reports.
No. So the what we know about the games that they cancel is that they did cancel Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, and the other games that they canceled were new IPs and one mobile game. which means that the Splinter Cell game is not canceled and the Black Flag remake is not canceled. They did announce that 7 games, including the unannounced project believed to be the Black Flag remake, have
Right.
been
Okay.
delayed because they believe in those games. They specifically said that there were 7 games that they are putting additional investment into because they believe in those games. So I do think, and especially since in their restructuring report, one of the creative houses that they're making, one of those studios specifically mentioned Splinter Cell. So I think Splinter Cell is also still happening.
Right. Right. Breaking down those 5 creative houses. So there's one established
Where
for
did
their for
Early
their
go?
established titles. He had to step out. He said his migraine's killing him.
Oh, okay.
Uh, so 5 creative houses, one for established IP, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Rainbow Six, shooters, Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, The Division, live service. I guess is it For Honor? Is Ubisoft, and I guess one of them is going to be is dedicated towards live service titles. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, Honor, Rainbow
Yeah,
Six.
there was five studios. The first one is the one that they announced as what they name it again? Like Valiant or something?
Hmm. So
Uh anyway, yeah, that one is supposed to do like their billionaire franchises is what they call it, with Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. Uh, and then they have one for shooter games, which is basically the other Tom Clancy games, and then 3 others that are just kind of uh, a bunch of their other franchises. But what I think is
mhm.
really interesting about this new setup that they have with these creative houses is that they specifically said that each creative house will not only be, in charge of their IP, but they will also be in charge of their money flow.
Mhm.
And I think this is really interesting because I think one of the biggest issues with Ubisoft games recently have been that all of their games feel like they're designed by committee. And I think that's a lot because of Ubisoft leadership coming in and fucking everything up. And this
Yeah.
seems like now every creative house is going to have a lot more creative control because they're also in control of their own money. So if they fuck up, they are the ones that are responsible for it. And I think that's really cool. And I hope that this actually leads somewhere good for that starts making their games more unique and better. And I hope that Ubisoft HQ don't go in and start micromanaging things again. That they actually allow these creative houses to have take their own responsibility.
Yeah, it's Ubisoft is in a weird spot for me. Like I don't I felt like they had some forward momentum building. Uh Prince of Persia Lost Crown was a banger that they decided to just kill that studio. I get it underperformed, but like you had something there to build upon. Uh I mean, I know people weren't like the Star Wars title. What's the name of it again? Um
Outlaws.
Outlaws. I know people weren't as high on that as they were probably expecting, but it still did, it was still marginally successful. AC Shadows did well, and it felt like there were like building blocks for them to continue, their climb out of the pit that they had dug themselves. And then I don't know. This feels
Shadows apparently is sold really well. I've heard.
Shadows looks great. I know it
No,
had
no,
the
I mean
backlash, the
it's
stupid
even
backlash.
sold really well apparently.
Hmm. That's I it just honestly, I don't know what I'm expecting from Ubisoft anymore. Like they like my major interest in the studio was Rayman and Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia seems like a dead franchise at this point. They're killing the remake. They killed
Mm.
uh Lost
Prince of
Crown
Persia
team.
is still mentioned here. Like one of the creative houses covers fantasy and narrative-driven
Fantasy.
series,
Right.
including Anno, which that's a weird choice to me. I don't really know that much about Anno, but isn't that like a real-time city building game or something? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I've never heard of that game. He's back.
You back?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, I was still listening. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No noise. Welcome back, Mr. Curly.
Just to chime in here with my thoughts, I'm similar to Ryan, where I'm not even that big of like a Ubisoft like fan. Like I've missed the Assassin's Creed boat a long time ago and haven't really jumped into them. Granted, I do really want to play Shadows at least, and probably like the original trilogy one day. The Rayman games, dude, especially like Origins and Legends, like that studio really fucking cooked up some good shit, and like the
Yeah.
fact that they're gone after making the Prince of Persia game that like was like critically received well, it's just like underperformed. It's just like, man, a giant corporation like that can't see the value in that, or if they can see it, they just don't care enough to keep them alive. And
That's why I think this new structure where each creative house is in charge of their own money, this could actually lead to a game like that actually making more sense, because this creative house doesn't have to care about the financial of Ubisoft as a whole. They just have to care about the financials of their own studio.
Yeah. It's like too little too late though. Like my favorite Ubisoft studio is gone. I'm just like, well, fuck. And also like Sands of Time being canned, it's like, dude, how did we get so far off on that project? Like it should be a slam dunk. Like it's one of the like most legendary like franchises and games from that fucking era. Like
the
you didn't have
Time
to.
one. The Sands of Time one has like a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog thing going on, right? Where they showed the game and then they got like bullied into delaying the game, and they just I guess that's probably more feasible with a movie than it is a
Didn't they
video
like
game to go back and
change
completely
studios
rework it.
as well? Like
I think so.
At one point, and I think one of the issues, if I remember correctly, with that game was that it was made by one of their studios that usually are support studios to other projects. Like I think it was like an Indian studio that usually kind of supports other games. I guess they weren't like equipped to handle their own project really, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I feel bad for the studio for not being able to deliver, but at the same time, I'm like, again, like that first reveal of it didn't look good. Like I'll be the first one to say, like, man, this is, you know. But like, I still would have taken it at that level. Like, it's better than
absolutely
not getting it at all. Because again, it is a PS2 game. Like, it's just so weird that was like the one that couldn't get done. So weird.
Yeah, it is weird that they couldn't make a game that they've already made once before.
So weird.
Yeah. All right. Well,
got anything else to say about this?
It sucks, but like I am happy, like you said, that seems like moving forward, a lot of this will be alleviated. But I mean, time will tell on that one. Like,
one thing I want to note here is it is interesting that none of these creative houses have like any like licensed IP mentioned other than Uno and Hasbro.
There's no mention like I think Avatar did okay, right? Was it Frontiers of Pandora or something?
It did okay. And well, they also did a big expansion now with Fire and Ash. Dude, I'm actually gonna play that game now with the third person mode.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm not really that big into the Avatar franchise. Like
I wasn't either, but then I watched Fire and Ash, And now I'm like
Yeah.
actually kind of into Avatar.
Nice. Like, dude, what actually
Ryan,
turned me around on it, funnily enough, was when we went to Disney. They have a whole theme park like centered around Pandora, and dude, it was awesome. And like the rides and everything around it, I'm like, maybe I do like this world. It's just I don't really care for that movie that much. Like,
I really, if you haven't seen Fire and Ash,
no, I haven't.
I thought that one was like I like
I'm down to give it a shot.
I like the Avatar movies, but like I actually really liked Fire and Ash. Like a
Mm.
lot of it comes down to a new character they introduced in that movie who was like
Ooh,
actually
yeah.
sick.
Nice. Yeah.
Ryan
Oh,
is Ryan okay?
Ryan's gone. Not the engaged Frenchman. What happened?
The
uh,
mosh happened.
oh no. Well, do you want to move on to the next one or wait till?
Yeah. All right. So in the last couple of weeks, we got the announcement of 2 actors for upcoming video game movie slash TV projects. I think, yeah, no, they're both TV. Yeah, they're both TV series.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Both Amazon, right?
yeah, both are Amazon actually. Yeah. So the first one was we already knew that Sophie Turner was gonna play Lara Croft.
Mm-hmm.
She was actually the only one that was announced for this series. But now we've actually seen a picture of her, and she looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, she looks amazing. I love the red sunglasses too. It is very much akin to like the original Tomb Raider design. Um, but like she looks dope. She looks strong too. Like
Yeah,
the last thing I saw her in was probably Game of Thrones, but like, dude, she looks like she's been like beefing up. Like she looks badass. And man, I gotta comment on it just because the internet culture around it is terrible. Like just the amount of people that can't let go of Laura Cross chests. Like I just it's so
yeah,
obnoxious. Like and I'm not like the first one to like clown around and goof off and stuff like that, but like she looks dope. She looks badass. The people that are pissed off just want to see like pyramid titties, and it's so stupid, so
yeah,
annoying. And like that original game design was obnoxious. It really was. So I'm
exactly.
glad that we've toned down on that, even on the remake of that game. Like it looks like a real person. Yeah, Sophie Turner looks like she's gonna fucking kill it. I can't wait to check it out.
It. Sorry, I had to restart my computer there. Did we already talk? What are we just on Sophie Turner, or we get to
Yeah.
the?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw this. I don't have much attachment to the
Hold on,
Tomb
I'm
Raider
hearing some
franchise.
double. Is it from Curly? Hearing
Hello,
some
hello.
echo.
Hello.
I heard Ryan echoing.
That's weird.
Oh, I'll continue, Ryan.
I don't have much attachment to the Tomb Raider franchise. I mean, Sophie Turner is great from Game of Thrones. Wasn't. I mean, that's the main thing I know her from. That and X-Men. I don't. Her Jean Grey is fine, I guess.
She
But
wasn't the problem with those movies.
I mean,
Yeah.
she wasn't great in Phoenix. But I mean, that was a long time ago. So yeah.
Yeah.
The
There's also she is very English, or I don't really know where she's from or anything like that, but like it's nice to see like somebody with an actual accent like playing the character again. It's cool.
Is this also an Amazon series, or is this
Yes,
Yeah.
something
this is an
else?
Amazon
Okay.
series.
So I mean, look, they're doing great with Fallout. So I'm very
Yeah.
excited to see what they do, how it
There's so
turns out.
little to go on here except like, yo, they nailed the look. And like
Yeah.
just her being a known quantity, like I'm in. Yeah, sure. I'll check out this show for sure.
Also,
And
I
then
think like this design Yeah, I think it's coming from you, Curly. The echo.
I had
Because
the
I hear
cancellation
myself now
turned
as
off,
well.
but
But yeah, I
have
think
you guys turned down so low? Weird.
This design really shows like what I would have liked to see more in in Catalyst and Legacy of Atlantis. Like this, I feel like is classic Lara done really well, and I think she was like a little bit too like yassified in what we saw from those trailers. Especially in Catalyst, where she's supposed to be 40 years old or something like that, and she looks
Oh
nothing
yeah.
like it. Um, but yeah, so this is like I would love it if this is just what we got in those games. I'm cool. I'm good with that, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Then we also got casting announcement for Kratos in the God of War live action adaptation, which I'm not really that excited for because it's just the show, or it's just
Mhm.
the
I
Norse
can't wait for
games.
this.
But yeah,
It
it's
is weird,
Ryan
yeah.
Hurst, and he already is very familiar with the source material because he voiced or not voiced he played Thor in God of War
That's
Ragnarok.
awesome.
That's incredible.
The one thing that I'm kind of that I'm hoping they're gonna spend a lot of time on here is that Ryan Hurst is now very buff. He's more kind of lean. Um,
Yeah,
and
that's easily
I'm
fixable.
yeah, I just hope that they're actually gonna spend the time and resources on actually building him up for the show, and not just like whatever, it's fine, you know. But
Yeah.
at the same time, Amazon is very well known for spending a lot of money on their shows, so
I had kind of the initial impression too, where I'm like, he looks a little small for Kratos, but then I was thinking back, I'm like, actually, like original Kratos wasn't that like big and buff, but since this is set in the Norse one, I'm just
He's a
like,
big dude.
well, there goes that. He's
He's a
real
big
big in
dude.
that game.
yeah. And to be fair, Ryan Hurst is very tall. He's 6'6" apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Okay. Yeah.
So I
Dude,
mean, he
damn.
isn't as tall as Kratos is canonically, but I think he's about as tall as you can go realistically.
That's tall as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Um,
I don't really know
I
this
believe
guy.
I believe
I didn't watch
Kratos.
anything with him in it.
I believe
So
Kratos
he's-
is canonically over 7 feet.
So he's
Jesus.
also from Sons of Anarchy, very famously, apparently, and he was in some of the later seasons of Walking Dead. People who
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I've heard a lot about his role in Sons of Anarchy. He's a very beloved character from the show, and people who are fans of Sons of Anarchy on the internet that I've been listening to talk about this are very excited. Look, I know it's not feasible. I know there are
Yeah, I know, man.
logistics behind it. I know you can't do it because of the ash on the skin. But Christopher Judge is a slam dunk for this role, and this is the second best option I can think of. If he's Thor, it works. I'm great with it. But man, find a way to get Christopher Judge in this show.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't know how
he
they do it.
has to be in the show somehow. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, make him voice what's that big steak?
Oh yeah, the fucking
voice the
the
snake.
world snake or whatever he's
Yeah.
called. World serpent.
Oh yeah, the world serpent. Yeah,
Dude, I mean, like I have to imagine that like he's just too old for the role at this point. Like, not necessarily look wise, but like Christopher Judge probably doesn't want to play Kratos live action. I have to imagine that's
You
it.
need
Like,
you're gonna need someone who can.
that's gonna be a demanding as fuck
Yeah, it's
role.
it's gonna be a very demanding role.
Was he not the mocap actor for Ragnarok?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they're not doing.
They had like stunt actors for like
Yeah.
the combat animations and stuff like that.
I mean, you could do stunt actors in live action as well, though.
Yeah, I listen. I don't know how mocap works, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly like the cutscene stuff, but that's hard to differentiate with God of War because it doesn't have cutscenes. It's all just one giant thing.
Right.
But like, I don't think they have Christopher Judge running and jumping and like doing
Yeah.
all this crazy.
mean,
You
shit.
don't have to.
Yeah, I mean they use stunt actors for a lot of the combat animations and more
Yeah,
aggressive
but like
moments.
in
but,
a
like,
TV show, you would want somebody to at least like be able to do some of that, some
yeah, I mean
like,
you really
jumping,
want
climbing,
someone.
and
Yeah, like there's gonna be a lot of post work if you're, especially in a modern production, if the moment he starts moving, it's a it's a stunt actor. Like, of course
listen,
they're gonna have a
I'm with
stunt
you though.
double.
Like, I wish he was the. I wish he was the guy.
It
But
makes me
like,
so sad.
yeah, he's such a good actor. I watched him
So
in
good.
Stargate with my dad whenever I was young. He's got like acting chops. Like, obviously in God of War, there's
Yeah.
like, but even in like live action roles, he knows his shit. He's good. I hope he does have some sort of at least cameo
He's got
role.
it. There's got to have some role.
Yeah,
They did
This
it with
new guy,
Ashley
I'm
Johnson.
excited.
They did it with Troy Baker.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm kind of with Dennis, though, where I'm like, man, I kind of wish that they were going back to do the Greek stuff too, just because it's
Yes.
so integral to the character. And like, one of the reasons why I love God of War 2018 so much is because it has that legacy built upon, and it does, like, dude, the Blades of Chaos scene doesn't really work without that
Yeah,
context. Like,
exactly. And I feel like, we've talked about this before, but I'll reiterate. Like, I feel like they could have done a thing where they adapted the Greek games, which the Greek games are not really very well accessible today, and they're also like a lot of them, and they're all very much the same in a lot of ways.
they're
So
very
adapt
iterative.
them,
Yeah.
and then when that show ends, that's just a natural, like, hey, go buy these games, or hey, go ahead and make more seasons of the show, you know?
Yeah,
Or maybe cover
I don't know if that
the
works.
time in between the games. Like, that would have been so cool. So
The Greek games I don't think translate to a TV series. The games are very go here, kill that god, go here, kill that god, kill this monster along the way. There's not much narrative
No,
to really build off
but
of
I mean,
there.
I feel
they
like
didn't.
there
They
is
didn't
there
need to
is
do
enough.
4 seasons of it like
Yeah.
that, but at least a season.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I
there is
don't
enough
think a
stuff.
season of it is needed. Like
There
I
is
think
enough
you can
stuff across
accomplish-
all of those like 6 games that they could have made like a couple of seasons or something like that, or even more.
well, to be fair, there's only 3 games like worth really like that require any kind of reference when they do this. And I
I mean, the
absolutely
other
feel
games
like
have a lot of. That's where a lot of the kind of background narration stuff happens.
the character
Like
death, but that's stuff that
Ascension.
doesn't
Ascension shows a lot of Kratos' origin story.
sure, but like that's stuff that doesn't really get touched on in the 2018 and Ragnarok games. Like the main focus of those games are the things he did throughout the numbered titles. So like Chains of Olympus, I can't. The other PSP game is
Ghost
escaping
of
me.
Sparta.
Goes to Sparta. Those things do delve more into Kratos' backstory, and quite frankly, I love those games. But I don't think they're necessary, and I don't think they're probably going to get touched on. The way I felt they're probably going to do it is this is going to be where you can do flashbacks, and kind of touch on the Greek stuff. Which I think, do you lose the Blades of Chaos moment from 2018? It's not going to hit the same way, but
They're gonna have to do
I just don't
something with that, like maybe like they're gonna have to do some flashbacks or something like that, because I think it is fair to expect that the video game audience is going to have some kind of context to that, like even if it isn't that likely, it is still fair to assume that when someone plays God of War 4, they're gonna have played the other ones, you know? Even though it wasn't called God of War 4, but it still is. But here, you need to make this show from making the assumption that the people watching it don't know anything about God of War.
Yeah, and I use the Blades of Chaos as example, but a lot of what the two newest games do is a redemption arc for Kratos.
A
And if you
redemption
don't know
arc
what
for
he's being redeemed
something.
from,
Exactly.
like, like it doesn't really work. Like I feel like again, like it'll work for me, and maybe that is the point where they're just like, well, the people watching this have the backstory from the games, and that like the especially like look at even Valhalla, like that completely doesn't work in the context of the show. Just jumping straight
I
ahead,
think
maybe they will do black flashbacks. Holy
flashbacks.
shit!
I think what they could do here is don't make Kratos the main character. What?
I was just laughing at myself saying black flashes.
Back
What
shots.
what they could do here is
They'll probably have back shots. I don't know.
uh don't make Kratos the main character. Make Atreus the main character.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
That could
That
be really
way,
cool.
that way you can see Kratos dealing with things that you don't understand, but you're not supposed to understand it because Atreus is the perspective character, is the point of view character. So that means that they can start to unravel and reveal a lot of these things over the course of the show.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that's
That'd
a
be
good
a really
idea.
cool perspective change.
You guys think
do you guys think they do these all on like one shots? Like the
that would
episodes?
be
No,
amazing.
that would be literally
How
impossible.
cool would that be?
It would be so
I mean,
cool.
have you seen how much work went into 1917, the movie, which is like a
Mm-mm.
one shot, where like it's a one shot movie, like that. It was wild.
I wouldn't really expect them to do it all one shot, but like cheat.
They're
Like it would
definitely
just be
gonna
like the camera
be
moves to the sky, cut like kind of.
they're definitely gonna be one shots in this show. Probably mostly in
That'd be
like
cool.
combat scenarios.
Yeah.
But I would
Yeah,
love if they do
definitely.
like a lot of very long takes.
Mm-hmm.
I really like when movies and shows do long takes. Like it gives like a completely different vibe.
Yeah,
I'm
you got
excited, but yeah, I have a little bit of trepidation just on the way that they're skipping past the other stuff that I like. Quite frankly, I just want another interpretation of anyway, just because like
Exactly.
the Greek stuff like is very place and timey as well as those games are old. Where it's just
I
like,
think
man, I
that's what
feel
we're
like a
about to get
revisit.
with these with the rumored 2D game.
Yeah,
There's
dude.
a
I mean,
revisit into that.
I would just love another interpretation, another stab at that character because a lot of people say like they hated his character. Then I think there's a lot of good and a lot of bad with it. It is just like anger man, blah, kill you. But like they did some really fascinating story arcs with like the family and you know, all the fucked up shit that happens and he murders them and shit. Yeah, it could be cool to see in flashback though.
Yeah.
So follow-up questions. So Thor is playing Kratos. Who's playing Thor? And why wouldn't you just
Christopher
make
Judge.
this guy?
I mean, let's be honest. It has to be Chris Hemsworth.
Oh man,
That would be awesome, dude. What if they did Fat Thor just in the show?
Oh man, now I want it, and it's not going to happen. I hate you.
That would be amazing.
So
That would be
one
amazing.
interesting
What,
conversation.
Tom Hiddleston.
So an interesting conversation that kind of came out of this casting, because like a lot of people in their head canon, because of who has played Kratos in the past, Kratos is black.
Wait, say that again.
Like it's kind of been this kind of this kind of idea because of who played Kratos, like both in the original games and in the new ones. Curly died.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. It's been this kind of what we got two Curlys.
Whoa.
Hold on. Okay.
That's okay. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Sorry, Riverside crashed on me, so I brought it back up, but it was
Oof.
I was still here.
That's what happened to me earlier. I had to restart my computer.
All right, back to the conversation. So the both actors who played Kratos were black. And that's kind of led to this kind of I don't know, theory or whatever, or kind of this idea that Kratos is black.
He's
And
Greek.
exactly, it doesn't make any sense, but it's still that's what people have been talking. And there was a conversation that came up here because Ryan Hurst is not black, and people were like, "Hey, isn't Kratos black?" And I saw a very interesting video from David Jaffe about this very topic of like, is Kratos black? And he was talking about like how he was like the way he thought about Kratos was like he was a Greek in the way that Hollywood represents Greeks, which is like kind of white people but kind of olive colored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another in that comment section, I saw the funniest comment, which was like, I think it's pretty fucking obvious that he isn't black because Atreus isn't. Like, yeah, I don't know why I've never thought about that before, but that makes a lot of sense.
Can you imagine the uproar from the internet if they had cast an African American for Kratos and then immediately like turned his skin white with ash?
Yeah,
just
you can't. That's
you
weird.
can't do it.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
can't
you
happen.
do that, I think.
I'm actually curious. Do they do that with Ryan Hurst? Do they actually do the ash look like that? How like
I mean, they
is he
have
in full
to.
makeup?
Yeah.
Right. I hope so.
They have
I hope
to.
so.
If they don't do that, that would be wild.
I'm
Yeah.
not watching it.
Yeah, I mean, they have to do that. But I mean, man, can you imagine what a fucking process every day you're shooting?
Oh, dude.
Especially since
Yeah.
like it's like a full body thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Getting the red painted on. He's got to be bald.
That's true.
Yeah.
If he's not bald, we riot.
I wonder how do you even like paint like around the beard and stuff too? Because he needs to have the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have the beard.
I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist. They figured this out already. They figured this out like 20 years ago.
One more follow-up question. Two. Who do you cast as Atreus? And is he as annoying in the show as he was in the 2018 video game?
This fucking guy.
I mean, this is a
fucking
hard
guy.
question because they're 100% gonna cast an actor that doesn't really have a lot of experience, like a lot of credits already. Like this is gonna be like a new
That's
actor
fair.
kind of situation.
Yeah, somebody we haven't seen before.
Because they need someone who's a kid.
That's true.
If the kid from Stranger Things wasn't like 28 years old now,
Finn Wolfhard, you talking about? Yeah,
Finn Wolfhard, I think he would be a cool pick. But he's an
he's
adult
too
now.
old now. Way too old now. For
But
sure.
like somebody like him. Oh wait, I recently saw a movie. The kid from 28 Years Later. He would be a great Atreus pick. He's in the last 228 movies. He's a phenomenal like child actor. I think that's really what you need to aim for is like just find like a kid that can act. That's all we need. One of those guys. But I hope they don't go big name. That would be dumb.
Oh, do they cast the same actor for Kratos' wife?
Oh, it's a slam
Didn't they-
dunk. Yeah,
didn't they already cast her or
I'm pretty sure
didn't they
they've
reveal?
I'm pretty sure they've only announced Ryan Hurst.
Oh no, they announced a couple of them. I thought Lady Civ or somebody else was cast. Maybe not. What's her name? Curtis's wife, Faye.
Yeah,
Faye. Yeah.
I don't remember who. Maybe I saw fake news. I don't know.
Fake.
yeah.
But
Like
anyway.
this news article says like Amazon has announced the first cast member. So unless
Gotcha.
they've
Okay,
announced
yeah, I must
more
have seen
since
some
this
fake
one.
dumb shit.
But yeah, I mean they're all like yeah. She I don't remember what her name is, but she plays
Karen Page.
Karen Page in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Deborah Ann Wool. Is that the name?
That sounds right.
Yeah. By the way,
Okay.
did you know that she's like a D&D player and stuff?
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
She did she did a podcast with um what's the guy who plays Punisher?
Thomas Jane?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
John Bernthal.
John
Yeah.
Bernthal, yeah.
She did a podcast with him, and he was like asking her like, what is this whole deal with D&D or whatever, and she basically like explained it to him by kind of just making up the situation where she kind of DM'd him for like 5 minutes, and then he was like, oh, that was pretty cool.
The IMDb page has Sif and then Heimdall cast as well, but
Were they?
Who
it's
they got as
Teresa
Heimdall?
Palmer for Sif, who is says
That name sounds familiar.
she's Adelaide, South Australian. She's been in Warm Bodies, that old zombie movie. Lights Out, Berlin Syndrome, and I Am Number 4. And then the Heimdall guy, I don't recognize him.
This is
he's a
weird because
British
both of
dude.
these don't show up until Ragnarok.
That's true.
Right, which is weird. Like, are they just jumping straight into Ragnarok as well? She was in Love, Sarah, Cobra's TV series, and then some movie called Strictly Confidential, but I'd never seen him. Yeah, but no, Faye has not been cast. But I don't know. Looking forward to it. A lot of. Do we have a year of release? Is it coming out like 2027 or?
I don't think so, right? I don't think we have any kind of.
Are they going to be cooking on this for like 2 years before we see it?
Probably. Although the Tomb Raider one's more imminent, right?
Yeah.
No idea.
I mean, considering we've already seen her, sounds
Right.
Like Diego said, Kratos with luscious locks can't hurt you. He's not real.
So just Jason Momoa, which was the long rumored fan casting for any kind of live action Kratos.
Oh, then we've had like Surfer Kratos. All right, we still have like quite a lot of time.
Let's see.
We want to do Banjo Recomp.
Take it away, Carly. Try to convince us why Banjo is worth playing in 2026.
Well, I guess take it away, Dennis, because he's the one about this new recomp. But I guess I'll prelude with why Banjo is worth playing.
I can start with the recomp explanation.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, Wise Guy, the guy who made the recompilation for Majora's Mask, has now announced his next recomp, which is Banjo-Kazooie. And what a recomp is, or a recompilation, is kind of taking the original game and then recompiling it for a new platform. So instead of like if you were to play Banjo-Kazooie on an emulator, then it's kind of translating things from the Nintendo 64's language into something that a PC or a game console can understand. In this situation, they've actually recompiled the code. They have recompiled the source code itself to run as a native PC application, which means that you get a lot of more benefits. Like here, you can run the game at 4K at like 120 FPS. They have added a lot of new features, such as an analog camera. And they've even ported over some mods that have existed for the emulated version. So yeah, this is a really cool thing. I tried it out for a little bit. It is 100% the best way to play Banjo-Kazooie now. So yeah.
Yep, dude. I mean, Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite games ever. Diego nails it. First of all, bear. Second of all, bird. What more do you need, Ryan? Would you like me to elaborate further, or is that enough?
No,
No, dude.
sold.
This is I mean,
Oh yeah,
I guess
also like widescreen support and stuff like that as well. Even
you know what?
ultra
I'll bring
wide
up that
support.
point. You know what's funny is I saw a Twitter post. One of the original Rare developers retweeted, and it's like, well, I guess we didn't prepare for this way back then. It was like somebody tweeted out. They're like, I don't think Banjo Kazooie was originally thought of as a widescreen game because the intro cutscene,
Yeah.
it widened out. It's super janky. Like you see Tui just running in the background against a tree just because they didn't want to stop her animation.
It's
It's
also
fucking hilarious.
it's worth noting that that is a setting in settings by default they have black bars in the cutscenes to prevent that from happening, and you have to specifically turn off those black bars for that to happen.
Right. The no, dude, Banjo Kazooie is like a classic game. Like, I mean, I think Dennis brought up the point of he doesn't like the way it controls. It's one of those things to me that like intrinsically, like I could tell you every button combination just because like I grew up with the game. I do think it's a valid criticism of the game that it does get confusing because especially by Banjo Tooie, you've got so many different combinations of like characters, buttons, different things. But like what that game does special is it's completely different than Mario 64 where it is a platformer, but it's way more of it's way more of like a action adventure like collectathon game. It's way more based on like exploration and like puzzles. Like the game does a lot of things really well. Within its level design where you'll see it has that Metroid effect, but in every level. So like you'll get to a level and you're like, shit, why can't I go up this hill? Later in the level, you get the Talon Trot, which makes you be able to walk up steep steps. But then you take that power up and you can then do that in other levels, whether that's previously played levels or ones in the future. And like the game just kind of builds up the player's like move set throughout the entire experience. And I guess that's one reason why the controls never feel that confusing to me is because it doesn't just throw it all at you at once. Each level teaches you this new thing and you use it in that way. um that's not even to talk about one of the greatest hub worlds of all time, that is Gruntilda's Lair. It is Princess Peach's castle, but with a different style to it. Like I wish more 3D platformers did this hub world style. I fucking love it. The music, great. Kurt Cope fucking made is incredible. And yeah, I love the charm of the game. The characters are goofy, the doofy ass sound effects and voices. I highly recommend somebody playing this game in 2026 even, but just play this version because the N64 version, I'll admit, it runs slow, and this one will just get you in, get you going.
Exactly. And it's really easy to set up. All you do is um go to their GitHub page, just search for Banjo Recomp, and you'll find the GitHub page, download the release for your platform, and then once you run the executable on your PC, it's just an option that says load ROM, and you press that and you get like your file explorer up, and then you just pick your legally acquired Banjo-Kazooie ROM, and
Yeah, man, I own that game so many different ways. It's
yeah,
fine.
and then it's done. You just press play.
Hell yeah. I hope they do this with Banjo Tooie as well.
Yeah, I would assume it's on the way at some
Hell
point.
yeah. Dude, Banjo Tooie, like I hate to go on this tangent because like it's
You mean
not
how
part of our
much
topics, but
Banjo-Tooie
like
sucks?
man, Banjo Tooie is so overhated. It's the same thing with the Donkey Kong 64 where people are like, "Oh, the game, it's too much now." It's like, man, it's that fucking meme of the I'm sorry your lobster is too fucking juicy and buttery. Like, I'm sorry you got more of a good fucking thing.
I don't know. For me, like I remember I did play Banjo-Kazooie all the way through like a couple of no, not a few years ago now.
Mhm.
And then I jumped into Banjo-Tooie, and I was like, this is a lot. And then you go into a
It's a
pyramid,
lot.
and then you're first person. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
this got
I
off the
will I
rails.
will
I'm done with
concede
this.
the one thing that game does like that is a big ask of the player is it is so obtuse sometimes of what you're supposed to do, because the levels now warp to other levels, like with shortcuts, secrets, things like that. It gets insane, and sometimes the solution to jiggies are just asking way too much. But that's only if you're like 100% completed. You could totally beat this game without like finding everything. But yeah, I like the first person mode because obviously it was ripping off of Perfect Dark and GoldenEye at the time, and it had a cool multiplayer mode that was like pretty sick, where it's literally first person mode, Ryan, but you're holding Kazooie like a gun, and it's fucking sick.
Oh,
You're shooting eggs,
It's
and Banjo
fucking
Tooie had
weird.
cool egg power ups too, like grenades, ice ones, fire ones. Play Banjo
that's kind of
games.
cool. Look,
Uh,
this is probably my jumping in point at some point. I mean, I've tried it a couple times. Mostly, like tried it with my daughter and fell off of it, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But I'd like to give it an honest shot, and this will probably be how I do it. So,
there are even more, by the way, more benefits with this playing it this way that I kind of starting to think about now, which is that because this runs as a native application instead of through emulation, that means that you have the same or better input lag as running it on actual N64 hardware.
hmm,
So the
okay.
game is going to
That's
feel
awesome.
as responsive as it did or better, especially if you're running it at like 120 FPS than
And
it did on the
and
N64.
that's one other downside to Tui is that game starts to chug a lot because it's got a lot going on in it. So like playing it on native hardware is pretty rough. And granted, like Microsoft did, I guess port the games and give some upgrades, but this is like the next level on top of that. And like, I hate playing games on PC, but dude, I'll make an exception for this. Fuck yeah.
You can also play it on Steam Deck if you happen to have a Steam Deck.
Nice, nice.
Um,
One of
but
these
yeah,
days, I'm
so
gonna
so
get that OLED.
this is something that I was thinking about regarding this. So if you're Microsoft right now and you literally can't do anything to get good PR, like you're trying whatever, everything, and nothing works, and everyone's calling you
Exactly.
Microslop, and the Satya Nadella is going out and being like, please stop calling us Microslop. It hurts my feelings. If I was Microsoft right now, I would go to these guys and be like, hey, what if you made official ports for us?
Yeah.
And like, the game is already done. I'm sure they could give them, I don't know, barely $1 million, which is like a rounding error for Microsoft anyway. And
Yeah.
like 6 months, and they could like announce this like next week and then have it come out in like a reasonable time. And they could make ports for, you know, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. All of them could like run at 4K 120 FPS. Like, this is just actually free good PR.
Yeah. Not to mention like the fact that they're sleeping on the franchise entirely. Like the fact that like over the course of like I think 3 months, just like Banjo Kazooie being remade in Dreams made big waves in news. And then this, it's just like, can y'all not see that there's a fan base out here like clamoring for the series to come
Yeah.
back? Like again, you want good PR, just give us a fucking Banjo game in general. Whether it's
Exactly.
a
Like,
remake, whether it's a port, anything.
this, doing this, like, just giving like these guys some money to port this, like, that would be infinitely cheaper than another "this is an Xbox" ad.
Yeah.
Like, it is so obvious to me to do this. Like, I just don't get it.
I mean, maybe they will this
Yeah,
time.
maybe they
This is
will.
the
I mean,
one.
it was announced 4 days ago, so
This isn't the one. We all know better.
yeah,
This
I
ain't
mean,
it.
it's not gonna happen.
Dude, Microsoft hates Banjo Kazooie. I don't know what it is. They hate them.
What's gonna happen is some genius at Microsoft comes up and be like, "Yo, we should do this," and like goes through this whole plan, and they're like, "There's someone's like, but does it have AI? how do we get co-pilot into it? And then
Oh,
and then
lost your feed
we
there.
get this whole thing, but they put
Oh, there you go.
like an
My
AI
camera just
Kasui
rebooted,
into it.
sorry.
This is dark.
So when you're talking, when you're playing the game, Kasui just keeps talking at you with generated AI voice and keeps explaining what to do all the time. Be like, hey, would you like Copilot to help you with this?
Oh man.
It's
Interesting.
going all right for you, Curly?
Hold on,
Oh, he's
sorry.
dead again.
Don't keep going.
He's died again. Well, that's the bird and the bear. What was that?
Huh?
It was like a weird coin sound. What just happened?
Oh yeah, no, it's the notification sound that I have on this thing. It's the Game Boy.
That's cool. That thing sends you notifications.
Yeah.
I accidentally turned the power off on my camera. There's like
Oh.
a power strip and I kicked it.
Cringe.
Very cringe. Well,
My bad.
that's a good segue, Mr. Dennis. We have a little extra time, so I guess let's dig into what we've been playing before we hit this 20 questions.
Who wanna begin? Who wants to begin?
I mean, you already held it up. Let us know what you've been playing on that thing.
So I actually haven't been playing. Well, I did play Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 3 on this thing.
Okay, all right. Well, order
Yeah.
is restored. Good.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say, the one I'm playing right now is Code Veronica, and unfortunately, this thing wasn't powerful enough to run Code Veronica, so I've been playing it on my Steam Deck.
Okay.
But yeah, I really liked Resident Evil 1. So I played Resident Evil 1 Remake specifically. I liked it, and I actually really liked Resident Evil 3. And that was one that I was very excited to get to because, I mean, I heard from a lot of people how botched the remake was. And I mean, I liked the remake, but like after playing the original Resident Evil 3, I'm like, dude, wow, they really fucked this game up. Like,
I haven't played the remake, but I did. I didn't play the original, but I was a kid and I watched one of my older friends play through pretty much the entire game.
like in
Nemesis is fucking scary in that game.
yeah, like this game is huge. Like there's like this kind of open, like a really large portion of Raccoon City is in the original, while it's like kind of barely a block in the remake. And I thought that was really cool. So I understand what people are talking about there, like and then there are two like entire sections that are gone in the remake.
So
The
weird.
clock tower and the park area. And then also, like it really, one of the things they changed in the remake was that it's Carlos that goes to the RPD and not Jill. And it really doesn't make any sense because in Resident Evil 2, you can see damage done to the police station that clearly was done by Nemesis.
Huh.
So, and Nemesis, of course, doesn't, or at least I don't remember, but it wouldn't make sense if he showed up in the remake because he's hunting Jill because she's a member of STARS. And Carlos is not a member of STARS, so it wouldn't make sense why he would go after Carlos. It's been a while since I played the remake. I don't actually remember if Nemesis shows up or not.
Like 2 remake?
3 remake.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Nemesis isn't in 3 remake?
No, he is, but like in the part
Oh,
where you
I
go
was
to the RPD.
What?
Oh, I see. I got
and
you.
also
Oh.
like in the remake,
Because that game was called Nemesis.
in the 3 remake, that game is like really linear, and when you go to the RPD, that's like a section of the game that is like linearly placed throughout the game. While in the original, the RPD is just connected to the whole world. Like, I was just kind of running around, and they're like, oh my god, here's the fucking RPD, and I just go in. It's like, that was so cool. Like, why wasn't it just connected in that same way in the remake?
Interesting.
So yeah, but yeah, I really enjoy that. I did set up a ranking of Resident Evil games. I still have the remake above the original because I just prefer the gameplay style so much over these kind of fixed camera. So even though, like, I would still say that the original is an objectively better game than the remake, but I just kind of prefer the remake because of the gameplay. And also, let's be honest, Jill is extremely attractive in the remake.
Nice.
Um,
And in the
I'm happy
movie,
for you.
in the original.
and then I did play Code Veronica, where I'm halfway through. I just did the disc switch in Code Veronica, and wow, Steve Burnside, what a character! Jeez, I hate him so much. Every
I have
time.
no context for who this character is.
So Steve Burnside he's a character that shows up in Code Veronica, and I believe only in Code Veronica for very obvious reasons. He's just like this really annoying guy. He sounds like a really stereotypical anime protagonist with this like really kind of annoying voice. Like this kind of really tilted kind of voice. It's like, oh my god, you're Claire. Ugh. That kind of voice.
Oh no.
And his whole storyline is like so predictable from the moment you meet him, where it's like he gets like 2 guns. And he's like, this is so much more reliable than people. It's like, okay, so you probably your parents abandoned you at some point, and at some point we're gonna have a scene where you get over the fact that your parents abandoned you, and well, that happens just like an hour later.
Spoilers.
So I was like, yeah, this was extremely extremely predictable. This character sucks. And then as I explained to Curly earlier, there's a scene later in the game where Claire falls asleep and Steve tries to kiss her while she's sleeping, which is just straight up sexual assault.
You can't do that. That's bad.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I already hated this guy, and now I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, what are you doing? What is this game?
Yeah, that's funny. Like, I mean, that's not funny. Sorry. I would have said initially, just like top of my dome, I would have been like, yeah, I think I like Code Veronica the most for the classic Resident Evils, but like, I think that was because like that was the first one I played myself, and like, let's just be honest, like horror games are way more scary whenever you play them, like versus watch them.
Definitely.
So I definitely want to replay it with that context, with like a modern lens at least, and not being a child as well. I'm interested in if they do remake this game. They're obviously going to have to take that out, but like, like,
yeah,
how much they fix this character.
I also mentioned another line to you where Claire says, "You cross-dressing freak."
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa! Claire, what the hell, man?
They're both the reason why this game doesn't get remade. They're just like, I don't think we can do that one. Like, to be fair though, like a lot of the classic Resident Evil movies, the games, the characters were all over the top and ridiculous and stupid, but like I don't know, it all kind of like ran together to me as a kid. So like I haven't played the originals in so long that I can't say how different they are, but like I just remember them being very B horror movie-esque already.
Yeah, and I mean all of the remakes they do. I mean, they change like a lot about
Mhm.
like how they're characterized, and like they still kind of keep the core values of the characters, but like the dialogue, the writing, the acting, everything is just way better in the remakes. So like I can
Yeah.
still see like how they will take the skeleton of this game and make it into something really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Um
another minor spoiler. There's a scene where Wesker shows up and he like tries to kill Claire and is so close to doing it, and there's like, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna walk away. So, how do you benefit from this? I don't know. You just like you could have
Classic.
done it. You could have done it. You could have won, but no. I guess not. You're just gonna walk away. It's so
I
weird.
love it when a villain just is like, go ahead and take care of them, and then leaves. And it's like, well, we know they're gonna get out of whatever predicament they're
But that wasn't even the thing. Like he was standing there with the gun against her head, and it's like, I'm not gonna kill you. Like he literally says, like, I'm not gonna kill you. It's so weird.
It's so funny. Dude, Wesker is just fucking stupid anyway. That character's so dumb. I've been playing pretty much the same stuff. Like I'm in this like I'm in a bad place this year, y'all, already, where I just want to play old games. And by old games I mean mostly games the last 2 years. Like I'm so close on Balacho. I know I mentioned it every episode, but like
Oh my
I'm
god.
so close to getting completion plus, getting all the tags on every Joker. So I've been working on that. I did get a little bit more Sonic Crossworlds in. That game keeps delivering. It's really fun, and I like the progression system in it. It's fun. And what else have I been playing? It's pretty much it. I feel like I've been diving a little bit back into Minecraft. Um, actually playing like survival mode with my youngest son, who previously only played in like creative mode. So actually like playing the game with him has been a different experience. I actually really want to go back to streaming that game because I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, not too much new though.
Nice, nice, nice.
I like how I made that as if it's a problem, but Dennis is playing literally Resident fucking Evil 3.
I mean, you're also playing Hades still, right? On stream, you streamed that a couple.
Yeah,
times.
of course. Oh man, dude, Hades is kicking my ass. That game's pretty hard, but like I keep punishing myself in it because I don't play it like often enough. It's one of those games that like you put down. It's like you pick it back. I'm like, oh man, I need to play this like every day.
Very
But
nice, very nice.
amazing game.
I have been still playing a little bit of Dispatch, still jumping into Expedition here and there, but mostly been playing a new game, Mio, Memories in Orbit, which is
Nice.
absolutely beautiful 2D Metroidvania. It is basically like just like Steam recommends it because you played Hollow Knight. You'll like this game. I mean, I don't.
It's been recommended to me because of it.
Yeah. You play as this cute little robot with these little tendrils coming out of his head that you can use for platforming and various different things like that. And you're kind of like rummaging through the remains of a wrecked spacecraft. The biggest standout to me so far. I mean, the platforming feels okay. The combat feels good. I haven't really gotten far enough into the systems to really take over yet, or to see how they innovate on it as the game goes on. But what really stands out so far is the music. It is so like atmospheric. And what's this countdown for?
Do y'all see that?
Yep, I just realized right now that we've not been recording on Riverside.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that's fine. I mean,
start it now. At least we'll get to 20 questions.
Sweet. But yeah,
we can still grab it from other stuff.
Yeah, we'll still have the
Twitch.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is so far right now is the soundtrack. I've been listening to it on my commutes to and from work a little bit when Curly doesn't ride with me, and it's just this absolutely like beautiful, like synthy, like atmospheric, like it doesn't take up too much like space, like, but it just serves the game so perfectly. I'm about maybe like 4 or 5 hours in at this point. Just got through the first major boss, and I cannot wait to play more of it. It's awesome. I'm gonna
I
be
know that-
reviewing it for the channel, so
Nice.
we're gonna be doing the indie spotlight stuff again. So this will be the first one.
I know that you're not quite as high on Silksong as I was, but like, would you recommend this as like to fill the Hollow Knight sized hole in my heart?
I can't give you that recommendation yet because I don't. While if you liked Hollow Knight, you'll like this. I'm not far enough into it to give you that kind of recommendation on it because it doesn't control anything like Hollow Knight. The combat's not anywhere near as advanced as Hollow Knight. But again, haven't really, really delved into the systems of it yet.
Nice. I love the art style and the characters. They look really cool.
The art style is amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Yeah, I'll look forward to your review on it for sure.
Yep. That should be hopefully coming next week. I'm gonna try to get through it this weekend, and then Dennis, I might need your help with some logos or something, if you wouldn't mind.
Right.
But yeah, again, the Expedition, Dispatch. Arya likes to play Madden, and that's all I sit to play with her. So I'm sick of football. I'm so sick of football. Make it stop. And I
can't wait to play Requiem.
Yeah,
that's coming out very soon.
Very soon. I gotta find time for at least one RE before then. I'm probably gonna try 8 since it's free right now.
Yeah, I was wanting to dive into a couple that I've missed the past few years, and Dennis is over here making us look like assholes.
Yeah. There's part of me that just wants to go in blind, like just see how confused I am if I've only played Resident Evil 2 remake.
I've played all of the Resident Evil games except for.
If you're gonna play one game before Requiem, it should be 4 remake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because the Leon of it all.
I asked Curly this. Do we know where this takes place chronologically? Is this
Requiem.
the furthest? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's the furthest in the timeline so far.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, not only from like I don't think you should play or remake just for the narrative section. I think it's also from a gameplay perspective because they said in the Resident Evil showcase that from like I mean they essentially said from a gameplay perspective this is a sequel to Resident Evil 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Where Grace's
which is music to my ears. Like,
yeah,
holy shit.
Yeah. Grace's gameplay is inspired by 2 remake, and Leon's gameplay is inspired by 4 remake.
Okay, so that I've already played 2 remakes, so maybe I'll probably just jump into 4 then.
I've already played 4 before, but I kind of want to play one that I haven't. Like, I've played all the Resident Evil games except for 7 and 8. Do you think? Do you think anything's going to happen like story wise that I'll need to know?
I'm not sure. Like 7 and 8 is kind of a duology that was kind of wrapped up.
Yeah, they're almost their own thing anyway.
Yeah. But it is possible. There are some like narrative threads that I could see get followed up in Requiem. But I think it's also like not enough that you can probably jump in.
I might do 4 remake because it's been a long time since I played 4. Like that was on the GameCube.
I mean, I can so recommend 4 remake. It is so fucking good, dude.
Huh.
I mean,
and
I love
got a month ago.
OG.
Also play the Separate Ways expansion as well with Ada. That one is really good too.
I forgot about that. Yeah, maybe that'll be the play then.
Yeah, I think so.
I could use a brush up. All right, let's do this thing.
Let's do it. Video game 20 questions. So, last time, Dennis made us all feel bad with Wave Race on the
Wave Race
GameCube,
Blue
Man.
Storm.
Blue
I
Storm.
feel a little less bad since like only one person, because we broke that out as a short and nobody else guessed it either. I still feel bad, but like at least the rest of the watchers, listeners were struggling for that one too.
How do y'all feel about the idea of only scoring points if you stump the other two?
Isn't that what we were already doing?
Well, we would say you'd get a point if the two got it right, they would each get a point. But to keep the score a little more clean, I would say maybe
Oh yeah. So that would be Dennis's point.
Dennis's point. So Dennis has got a point, and we both don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have gotten a point if you won.
So you think the guessers should get a point if they win?
You should.
But how do we?
You don't think that should be the case, or like?
I think it would be easier if it's just the person who is assigning the game gets a point if they stump the guessers, because it's two against one. It's the role of the guessers is easier.
Sure. You make notes in like a notepad document, right?
Yeah, sticky note. Yep.
Do you think you could try to stream that?
If I stream it, y'all can see it. Oh wait,
I mean the notes, like about like what the questions are and stuff.
I can try. Let's see.
It's
So people can,
Ryan's
tag
turn
along.
to have the game, right?
It is.
It'll also make it way easier for me to track the questions when I break out the segment. Could you resize it so it doesn't? There's not so much dead space at the bottom.
Yeah. I'll try to at least.
By the way, context for today's episode, I been having like a migraine for like 2 days straight, which has been awful. So if I seem like not interested or like kind of like an asshole, I swear it's just because I'm not really feeling too well, but still wanted to meet up.
You could make it a little bit wider too. Right, that looks.
That's what she said.
Sure.
I don't know why she said that. That's not possible.
Yeah.
You can't?
All right. Well, with that, let's let the questioning begin, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, we can't see chat either.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hide
Closing
your
chat.
chats.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
For
Diego.
audio listeners, if this is your first episode, we end the episode with a game called 20 Questions. And we have to guess what the game is. And so far, for this season, quote unquote, Dennis is the only one with a point because we just started our actual first season. And yeah, it's Ryan's turn.
So, real quick before we get the questioning started, I propose that winner of the 20 questions series, we'll do the finale around the time for our next fantasy draft. Winner of the 20 questions series gets first pick.
Yeah, I like it. It's a nice incentive.
So I get the first.
was
Wait, so I or wait. So
no, at the end of this quote unquote season.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you would get first fantasy critic draft game if you have the most points. Was this game a console exclusive?
Okay. That's right. I need to pull the game up. Hold on 1 second.
Dude. You didn't even have the game
Sorry.
up.
He's like, I have no idea what this video game
No,
is.
I had it pulled up. I just had the tab hidden.
Oh, okay.
Yes, console exclusive.
Was this game released on or after January 1st, 2000?
Say it one more time.
Was this game released on or after January 1st, 2000?
Yes.
Was the console is exclusive to PlayStation?
Yes.
After 2000. So it could be any PlayStation generation.
So after could it still be? It couldn't really still be a PS1 game, right?
I think it could.
Yeah, I guess like the PS2 came out in 2001.
It's not likely,
Yeah.
but it could.
Should
be a
we
late
try
PS1
to?
game.
Should we try to? Should we check like January 1st, 2010?
I feel like it would be more helpful to just say the console
Mm.
generation at least, like just because you get a lot of crossover and bleed, especially in later generations, where it's like if instead we're like, is this the PS3 console generation or the PS1, PS2? I feel like that rules it out easier. Also, yeah, but like if it would help you more the other way, by all means.
No, probably easier with console. So, I mean, how do we ask this without just wasting? Because I
So,
mean, it
It's
could still be
probably
like
not a PS1.
it could still be PSP and Vita.
True. But if we quantify as the generation, technically the PSP is the PS3 generation, right?
Yeah.
So like that would still be included. And versus if we said, is this like the PS4 generation, that would include Vita as well.
I mean, it is kind of because the PSP was out before the PS3 and the Vita was out before the PS4. The
Mm,
Vita was out 2 years before the PS4.
true.
So they're both kind
Yeah,
of
maybe
cross-gen in a way.
Yeah, maybe you're right. The years would probably be better than in that case, so it's not as confusing.
All right, should we check January 1st, 2010?
Yeah, 2010 is probably good.
All right. After January 1st, 2010.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
Was
this means that
this-
it's either a PS2 or PS3 or PSP game. Vita is entirely cut out because that came out in 2011 in Japan and 2012 in the West.
Yeah. I'm a just ask a genre question. Is this an RPG?
No.
That rules out all the
no,
Final
yes,
Fantasies,
yes,
the Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Wait,
no,
what?
it is an RPG.
Okay.
Considering he kind of waffled on that one,
Wonder
it
if
makes
that's
me
a
tell
JRPG versus not.
that the game is not very RPG-y. It is an RPG, but it's not very RPG.
Right.
Like a Final Fantasy VII remake, where it's like that's technically an RPG, but it doesn't really feel like an RPG.
Right. Because the PlayStation, dude, it's got so many RPGs. You got your Chrono Cross, you got your Final Fantasies, Kingdom Hearts, but those are all JRPGs. I can't think of any Western ones at that time. I mean, it could be a PS3, like a Fallout 3 or an Oblivion, or not Oblivion, but like a Morrowind, or I think
should we
only
check
Xbox,
if this is a handheld game?
I don't think so at this time. I feel like I don't know though. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I feel like we need to figure out what console this is on.
Yeah. You could rule out the handheld.
Is this a handheld game?
No.
So that means it's either PS2. I mean, it could technically still be a PS1 game,
Yeah.
and it can also be a PS3 game, of course.
Was this game developed in Japan?
Yes.
So it is a JRPG.
That
Shit.
yeah. It's a JRPG.
That tripped me up because I thought the reason why he was
Yeah.
hesitant was maybe
It's a JRPG for a console or
exclusive
PlayStation
to
console
PlayStation.
specifically. Should we check if this is a first party game?
I
That
feel
would
like all
really narrow it down because there are not a lot of first party JRPG.
I almost would say, like, should we ask if it's a Square Enix or Square Enix?
Yeah.
Because that is the most likely, and if it's not, then we
Yeah,
can narrow it down.
sure. Is this a Square and or Enix game?
Yes.
When did Square join? Square and Enix merge?
Yeah. I wonder if it's like a Parasite Eve or something like that, and Ryan doesn't know that it's a JRPG technically, so he assumed it's not
Mm,
or something.
that
You know
would
what I
make-
mean?
Yeah,
Because
that
that's a
would make a
Square
lot of
game.
sense.
And
do
also,
wanna
he
play
wasn't
the
sure about the
Parasite Eve.
console exclusive thing.
Yeah, Square did make the Parasite.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm wondering if it's something like that because, like,
should we check like, does this game have a female protagonist?
yeah, that could help.
Or like, is the main playable character of this game female?
No.
What is that game? Wild Arms?
Oh, dude! If
I
it's
don't know
one
why
of-
we're
if
going
it's-
so obscure.
I mean, this is already like way out of my wheelhouse.
Could be. I mean, at this point now, we need to know the console because, like, if it's PS1, that could be Wild Arms, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Chrono Cross. If it's PS2, it could still be a FF10.
Could I ask
Kingdom
like
Hearts.
a clarifying question about the female one? Like, if this was Final Fantasy VII, would you still have said no, even though you have like Aerith and Tifa on the team?
I would say the main character of Final Fantasy VII is Cloud, so I would have said no.
Okay, so that gives us some context. So it could still be a party member
I mean,
that you technically
there's a
control.
whole section of the game where Cloud's incapacitated, but okay.
Right, but Cloud's the one on the cover art. He's the main character of the game.
But yeah, so there could basically, this is not Parasite Eve, but it could there could still be a playable female character in the game.
Yeah.
Like in your party. So it's not like this could only be Final Fantasy 15 situation.
Him not knowing it's an RPG was throwing me off. I don't know where to go. I feel like we just gotta ask the consoles until we get it.
Yeah. So I mean, the most likely one here is PS2, right?
Yeah, it's like right in the middle of the years that we
So-
have broken down.
Yeah, go ahead and ask.
Was this a PS2 game?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know that many RPGs on PS2.
Yeah,
Fuck.
me neither. Dude, everything I was
I
playing
only
here was
know-
like Sly Cooper and Jack and Daxter.
I only know Final Fantasy X, Kingdom Hearts. All the RPGs I played were on PS1. It's not Wild Arms then. That's PS1. Unless it had a sequel. What about like a Dark Cloud?
Pretty sure
It's
Wild
kinda-
Arms had multiple sequels.
Dark Cloud's not. It's kind of like base buildy, but is it RPG? I don't really know.
I mean, I also feel like we can't go like way too off into like random RPG games because I feel like we would be going outside of the rules. Like I with Wave Race, I was still talking about a first party Nintendo game. So like if this is some like weird obscure RPG on PS2, like Ryan would know that I don't know what that is.
Let's just add. Let's okay. Go where you want to go, because I just at this point want to be like, is this a Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts game? That we can figure out whatever else after that. Or Dark Cloud. Well, I almost want to just narrow those two out because I don't know where else to go. PS2
Sure.
RPG.
Is this a Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, or Dark Cloud related game?
Yes.
Okay. We could ask if this is a sequel. That would narrow down. They all have sequels though.
We could check like if this is Final Fantasy related. That would rule out Dark Cloud.
Yeah.
Or we could just ask, is this a Dark Cloud game?
Yeah. I feel like that's a waste. We should ask like if there's
I don't know literally anything about
I would
Dark
rather
Cloud, by the
rule
way.
out Kingdom Hearts. Like ask if this has any Disney crossovers.
I feel like it would be a pretty stupid move from Ryan to pick a Kingdom Hearts game.
Maybe he's metagaming though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or he could be thinking of a Final Fantasy game we don't like think of. Like it might not be 10. I don't know if 12 was on PS2, but I think it was.
Maybe it's like a fucking like Dissidia or something.
Dissidia was a PSP game.
Oh, okay. But like maybe it's like some kind of spin-off, Final Fantasy spin-off.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like
Dirge
of
dude,
Cerberus.
You're right. Dirge of Cerberus. What's the other one?
I don't know, fucking ass of ass. Something.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Does this game have any Disney crossovers?
No Disney.
Is this a Final Fantasy game?
This is a Final Fantasy game.
Does this game feature the main character? Is he like a vampire pretty boy kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Okay,
there
so
it is.
this is we're certain like that we know what this is, right?
Dude, if
a
it's not Dirge
vampire
of Cerberus,
pretty boy.
there's like
Yeah.
he picked some bullshit.
Is this Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy 7?
This is Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus. Yep.
Nice.
Hell
That was
yeah.
a good pick.
You
Yeah.
fucking got it, dude.
That was a good one because, like, there in another world, I would not have like thought of that.
Yeah.
Isn't
when
it
you asked
called...
if it's a role playing game,
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's a third person shooter technically, but it's also it's an action RPG.
It's an RPG the same way that Kingdom Hearts is for sure.
Isn't it called Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
it's a
even
Final
got the
Fantasy
title
7
right.
spinoff.
And you guys didn't even know that there was no Excitebike game on GameCube.
Hey man, look, Nintendo's put a lot of weird games out. I have a lot of blind spots. As big of a fan as
I've never heard of Wave Race, so that's on me.
Wave Race
so
was a
weird.
totally fair pick. Like that one I should have gotten. Like,
I'm not saying it's not a fair pick. There are going to be games that we pick that I don't know.
yeah.
I was a little worried. I mean, when you started being like, I don't know anything about Dark Cloud or FF or Final Fantasy spin-offs, I was like, do they? I mean, I've talked about Dirge of Cerberus with these guys plenty of
Yeah,
times.
Yeah, no,
I
I've talked
know.
with you.
I'm like
I
ride or
know
die for
about-
this game. Like,
But yeah, I know about Dirge of Cerberus. I mean, I've even considered playing it. But like, what I meant, like, if this was like some fucking weird ass, really like obscure Square Enix RPG that came
Yeah.
out in like 2005 or whatever, like,
also, there are multiple Dissidias currently, not just the one on PSP. I was actually thinking of going with Theatrhythm, but I figured that one might be a little bit too obscure.
I didn't even know they had other Dissidias. Yeah. The one thing that I was concerned, because like I don't know, I know Final Fantasy 10 was on there. Was 12 on PS2?
12 is PS2, yeah. The first one
Was
on
a-
PS3 was 13.
Okay, because that's what I was like in my brain. I'm like, dude, I was gonna guess that it was, but I don't know anything about 11 or 12. Zero.
11 is their first like MMO style game.
Yeah, that's the MMO.
And then
I
12 is
knew
the one that
that.
gets all the Star Wars comparisons.
Right. I want to
can,
play all those.
you can drop the screen share now.
Yeah, good pick though. That was
Yeah.
solid.
Thank you.
Dirge of Cerberus, you and I have talked a good bit about, just because like I tried to watch the cutscenes and like I want to know it so bad just because I love FF7.
I
like it's hard to
hope-
get through, man.
I don't know about Modern Square anymore because I don't know what their game plan is, but the way they did Crisis Core Rebirth or Crisis Core Reunion, I hope we get something for Dirge.
Yeah.
That's the
so
other
much
one that I
fun.
couldn't think of. Fucking
Are there any other
Crisis
like
Core.
notable spin-offs for Final Fantasy VII?
There's Ever Crisis. I mean, it's not really a
Yeah.
spin-off,
Yeah.
but and then there's a PC one where you play as the what's their names? Rude and oh man,
I know what you mean.
Reno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reno.
Oh, yeah.
Was Crisis Core only on PSP or?
Until the
yeah,
remake,
PSP.
yeah.
Yeah, PSP until the remake. Yep.
Yeah, Dirge of Cerberus would make a lot of sense. And I mean,
Yeah.
and also that's a game. I mean, Crisis Core was more of a remaster. It was still kind of the same game.
Yeah.
Dirge of Cerberus, I think they would have to remake entirely. Like, that is such an archaic third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It's really cool, like
definitely.
stylish wise and stuff. Like, it's just kind
Vincent's
of
just
hard
such
to
a cool
get through.
character. Like giving him his
Yeah.
own game was just a slam dunk idea, but I don't think the
Yeah,
execution.
dude,
was
I'm
fully
surprised they don't have more. Like,
there. Yeah.
because Vincent is dope.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
All right, close us out.
All right. Well, yep, that's gonna do it for this episode of Famipod, a family podcast. Thanks to my my Fama bros under the Fama umbrella for joining me tonight. Thank y'all for hanging out, Diego, Burb. That's it. We'll see y'all next time. Bottle me up on the Bottle me up on YouTube tomorrow, and clips out Friday, Sunday, and Wednesday. See y'all next time, and now we will awkwardly wave goodbye. Oh,
And just a reminder, follow us on our socials, and we're on audio services too. So
Yes.
yeah,
Look
leave
at our-
reviews, likes, follow
look
us
at our
everywhere,
shorts.
become the biggest fan and all. And I'll kiss
Consume
you
our
on the
brain
lips
rot.
if you know.
don't
You're
do
of
anything
age.
you're not comfortable with. Don't let us tell you what to
No, consume the brain rot.
do.